Hello, kids. Today's Bible story is about a special father in the Bible. I don't know if you've heard of him before. His name is Jairus. Jairus was the leader of the local synagogue in Capernaum, and he had a 12-year-old daughter. We don't know her name, but he was pretty special to her. One day, Jairus' daughter became very sick, and he was so worried about her because she had a really high fever, and they didn't have medicine in those days to help with fevers like we do today. Jesus had been staying in Capernaum, but had left the day before to go and visit the other side of the Sea of Galilee. However, news came that morning to say Jesus had returned to the shore in a boat. Jairus knew that Jesus could help his very sick daughter, so he ran to the shore as fast as he could go. When he found Jesus, he fell at his feet and said, "Jesus, my daughter is very sick. Can you come to our home and make her well, please?" Jesus agreed to go with Jairus. Now, while Jesus was walking to Jairus' house, a large crowd of people were gathering around him, and a lady came to him, and she was healed by touching Jesus. The lady was so happy to be healed, and Jesus sent her off to go in peace and live in freedom from her sickness. But at that point, a messenger from Jairus' house arrived, pushing through the crowd. "Jairus, your daughter has died. Don't bother Jesus anymore. It's too late now," he said. Jesus heard the messenger, though, and he turned to Jairus and said, "Don't be afraid, just believe." And they walked on together with the crowd following them. Many relatives and friends of Jairus and his family had gathered at his house, and they were crying and wailing loudly because his daughter had died. Jesus spoke to them. "Why all this commotion and wailing? The girl is not dead, but asleep." Wow, I wonder what Jesus meant by that. Let's find out. Well, all the relatives and mourners started laughing at Jesus. They knew the girl was dead. Jesus put all of those who were laughing at him out of the house. Only Jairus and the girl's mother, along with his disciples Peter, James and John, were allowed to come inside with Jesus. Jesus then went and he took the dead girl by the hand and he commanded, "Little girl, I say to you, come alive again." Immediately, the girl came back to life again and sat up in her bed. Then she stood up and walked around. Her mum and dad were so happy. Jesus knew the girl had been too sick to eat for several days, and so he told her parents to feed her. They gave her some food and she ate everything. It tasted so good. Everyone was so happy at what Jesus had done. Outside the house, the people who had mocked and laughed at Jesus were waiting to find out what had happened. Suddenly the door opened, and standing there was a living, happy, healthy 12-year-old girl who'd been raised from dead to life. They couldn't believe their eyes. Everyone who lived in the area now found out what had happened. Not only could Jesus heal sick people, but he could raise the dead to life. Only God could do this. And so Jesus and his disciples walked out of the town of Capernaum on their way to the town of Nazareth. Everyone was very happy. Well, wasn't that an amazing story? Our loving Jesus, who is powerful and able to do great things in our lives. And a very loving dad who raced to get Jesus to help his daughter. We can be helping other people to know Jesus too, can't we? That's why he sent his Holy Spirit. You have a really great Father's Day, knowing that your Father in heaven loves you so much. Bless you. See you next time, kids.